Good evening, curling fans. Welcome to Curdia. We've got our final match of this weekend here between Desperate Housekeepers and Team Verreycken, one of our powerhouse matchups. Really excited for this one. Team Verreycken so far has just run through the League A, and this is their last match before they go off to the Euros. They can clinch the title tonight with a win. With a loss, Desperate Housekeeper, or with a win on Desperate Housekeepers, they can run the table, have a potential to run the table and steal the title from them. So
Yeah,
a
so
lot at
maybe
stake
we're
tonight.
celebrating a champion tonight. This is November 12th, and we can pop the champagne unless, of course, the runner-up champion of last season, the number 2 of last season, and we remembered that right this time.
Yeah, we got it
Desperate
right
House-
this time. They reminded us.
Yeah, and upcoming talents, Desperate Housekeepers, they could still beat Team Verreycken in this game and in this first half of the season. We hope this is going to be an exciting game. And there is a surprise because the Housekeepers, they have a secret weapon.
Oh, Bram. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was something else.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like a surprise. It's not a surprise to me, but yes, maybe to some
Yeah.
other people.
They snatched away one of the players of Team Verreycken, Bram Van Looy, as you would say in English, or Van Looy in Dutch. Bram transferred from Verreycken to Housekeepers, and now this is the big reunion on ice. Is Bram going to screw his former team? Is he going to show them, hey, leaving me or letting me go was a bad decision? Who knows? I'm very interested to see that little kind of mini story build up in the game. We've talked to Bram, and Bram said, well, I'm a little bit nervous. It's always kind of special to play against a former team, and I think this is also Bram's first game with the Housekeepers, immediately facing his former team.
No, he played in their previous one.
Really?
Yep.
Well, Bram played a very invisible game in his first. I don't remember anything. He did.
You were just a bit distracted. Annemiek was playing.
Oh yeah, that was the
So
game.
you,
where
you
Annemiek
have a
was
reason for
playing.
that.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I'm seeing the chat fill up. Everybody, hello, Gary,
Oh, we
Kevin,
have a lot
Hella, Mats, Paolo with the goat emojis. Love
Yeah.
to see that. They're here for
the
their
goats.
goat tour.
Yeah, indeed, a lot of people. Hi, Hella. We played Hella in Copenhagen last week at the Turnby Cup. So yeah. And
Pizza.
my dinner arrived, but I'll I'll keep it warm, just putting it on my chair.
So if he's quiet, you know why.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
eating. I was responsible. I ate dinner before. It's all digested. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I was here this afternoon rooting for the Huskies. The Huskies played a morning game and an afternoon game. Huskies played kind of finished their part of the season. We could maybe have a look at the standings and see what happened in the League A. A lot of games in the League A this weekend, and there are some conclusions already. We'll start bottoms up. Huskies played 7 games, won 1 against Daddy School, but then lost all of the others. So it's a certainty that Huskies will relegate back to the B division. This was their debut in A. We're able to win a game against the other newcomers in the A. That is cool. But now they are leaving A. They're waving goodbye with a loss against Grey Ducks, the team of Tom van Waterschoots. Daddies, they still have a fighting chance. They have 4 games to play, and I think they play against Team Verreycken, so that's going to be a very important game for the team of the Daddies.
Yeah, so you can see there's still a lot of curling left, but for Team Verreycken, the road stops here. This is their last match. They go off to the European Championships in a few days, so they wanted to get all of their matches in, be prepared, use it as training and preparation for next week. They have done a pretty good job. If you missed it last night, go back and watch the match against Team Verreycken.
yeah.
It was very tactical, very very classic curling there.
In the
A lot
last end.
Yeah, it came down to the last stone, surprisingly, and a couple of mistakes set up a really good finish. So you got to watch that if you haven't so far. But we're focused on tonight. We're expecting to see Team Verreycken keep their momentum going, staying focused, playing through through the whole match. Housekeepers playing their second one. They haven't trained nearly as much as they normally have. They've been off on holidays and jaunting around the world like these young kids do these days. So but these guys are athletes. They put their time in on the ice. So I expect to see good things here. We can see in the preview that they're measuring for the measuring for the LSD, and oh no, the stone was behind Timo's head. I thought it was further down. I thought it was closer. I thought we're gonna have a really tight measurement, but
we'll have to wait and see for the LSD. But like you said, Team Verreycken, they've played all of their matches except for this one. This is their last one. They're fully prepped, fully trained. Jeroen and team were even training here at 2 o'clock just to be ready for this game and also for the Euros. Whereas Housekeepers, this is the first time Sebastian, their skip, is playing. He was traveling. He was on holiday in Toulouse for a month. So the question is he ready to lose again?
Oh, please. Why did I laugh at that? Oh, I knew that was coming, and I still laughed. It's not funny. It's not funny.
You laughed, so it was funny. You gave it away there.
Oh, yeah. So,
yeah, our predictions, John.
Predictions. I'm gonna ride the Team Verreycken train. They have just proven to be a juggernaut this week. Now, Team Verreycken exposed some cracks yesterday, but how big those cracks are, I don't know. And will the Housekeepers be able to break those cracks even more, get more into it? So I'm gonna stick with Team Verreycken. You know, bet your house. It's pretty safe, I think.
Yeah, I've lost my house a couple of times, but I'm following you here with the bet. I mean, it's an obvious bet. If I'm looking at the ranking, well, 6 wins in 6 games. Those numbers don't lie, of course. But also Housekeepers, perfect score, 1 win in 1 game. So statistically, they are both unbeaten so far. But then again, I think Verreycken, they have the edge. So we'll have to see. I think this is also a kind of a preview to the men's challengers. Housekeepers, they made a statement. We want to become the national men's team. We want to show Verreycken there are other men on the ice that could show how curling is being played. And I hope we can see kind of a first taste of that tonight in this game. I'm at least expecting an 8-ender being exciting all the way to the last stone.
Yeah, let's hope so. We love those. We love it coming down to the very last stone. That's always good for us. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Hopefully not too late because it is Sunday night.
It's still 6 o'clock.
But still, it's true. It's an early start.
Yeah.
So I see they have finished their LSDs. They're getting their last little pep talks in and getting set up. We do have another match going on tonight, a doubles match, and I believe that is going to be on Sheet B. That will be between Campina and Game of Stones.
Game of Stones, yeah.
So Game of Stones, a new team.
In my opinion, I think a win for Campina. They are more experienced, but who knows?
You never know. You have to play the game. Yeah. Campina has the Walter and the Magician. That's a tough combo to beat.
Yeah,
so we'll see if
two legendary players.
Game of Stones, former members of Ramstein in the 4-man division, coming out and playing themselves. Played by 2 this time. I don't know how much experience they have in doubles, but we'll keep an eye on that match going on. But our main focus, Verreycken take a Housekeepers. Oh, I slipped a little Dutch in there. Verreycken against Housekeepers, and we're looking forward to it. So make sure you guys have your drinks. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the competition. They're just about ready to get going. We have Bram starting us off for... No, that is Don.
That is Don.
Okay.
So, that is the first hashtag, John.
I'm reading the scoreboard. The scoreboard is wrong. That's not my fault.
The hammer is... we have to switch the hammer then. Let's do that. So, Housekeepers starting off with the hammer.
Yes. No, actually, they've already played a stone.
Oh.
So we were correct.
Oh,
it was correct the first time. We talked too long.
Right.
Unless they're playing doubles rules for some reason and throwing a stone already out there. We also have the skips mic'd up. Hey, Owen, good evening. Nice to have you in here.
Plaats je nog? Wow, enkel curl. Wow, nooit. Wow, wegstaan scherm nooit. Curl, 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 kom aan. Kom aan. Hard. Hard, kom aan. Kom aan, blijven gaan, blijven gaan, blijven gaan, blijven gaan. Kom aan. Oké. Beetje naar buiten gezet.
I'm going to turn the skips down really quick because that was a little bit loud.
That was loud, yeah.
All right.
Lena! Whoa, weg!
Now, of course, we're going to have two different
Girl.
volumes between Timo and Sebastian, but we'll get it all sorted out.
Curl! Ankle curl! Ankle curl! Ankle curl!
Moves the yellow
Okay, Mike.
out of the house, keeps the red in the back there. Shooter
12
stays
there.
on front.
Ja.
Going for a draw in here. We had Stefan make the ice tonight. They've done some extra work trying to get this a little bit more
Whoa.
curl.
Wow. Ja. Die moet nog een afslag nemen. Wachten, wachten. Wachten, nooit. 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 Op het einde curl, eventueel op rood. Wow, laat hij maar gewoon zijn ding doen. Wow, nooit, nooit, nooit.
Curls over, but just a little bit deep. It's going to use that
Ja,
back
zonder dat je een
stone
release opzet.
on it, but it is a little bit too deep. We'll be sitting second stone. Second shot.
Zes!
First stone for
Daan
the
eerst.
goat.
Len! Len! Hard Len! Hard Len! Len!
Trying to keep this one around the guard.
Hold on, curl! 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 Roll up!
Wasn't going to make it, so switched to
Okay.
curling it over onto the
Ja!
guard so it splits out.
Het is niet veel, zodat maar...
Just a little bit inside there. Maybe a little bit touch light.
Ja. Oké. Curl. Curl. Wow, wow, wow. Wow.
This one looks to be coming in. Might be
Whoa.
a little bit past the T line. Trying to get this to curl over underneath.
Ja, echt rustiger spelen.
Just a little bit deep, but that does put it in
Zo, eerst gewoon
shot
eentje
position, I
neerleggen.
believe. But as it's behind the T line, Timo feels comfortable coming in again on top of it.
Veel ruimte! Curl!
This is
Curl!
going to have plenty of room around the guard, but is
Curl
it
als
going to
kan.
get deep?
Blijven gaan, Jeroen. Kom aan, jongens.
Trying to sweep this one
Come on,
in.
come on, come on.
Jeroen
Nog,
really
nog, nog,
putting
nog,
that
nog.
effort in there, down helping as well.
Oké. 14-8.
Good weight on that one. Just sticking out a hair.
Ja, vind ik wel
So,
goed.
well,
Als hij
I
maar
guess
niet
it's saying
zaakt
it's
is,
covered about a hair.
uh,
So they're going to try to take
hopelijk
this
dat
one
we
out.
hem
Looks
hier
like the
raken.
discussion's
als
going
hij goed
on.
is, leggen we hem hier gewoon rustig. Ja, maar... Ja, dat is, maar uiteindelijk gaan we waarschijnlijk hier niet de punten mee maken in die end. Ey, maar als je kunt, inderdaad deze dan. Maar proberen inderdaad mooi gieren. Ja, dan hebben we een guard gelegd voor niks. Ja. Ja, op het einde met vegen kunnen we hem wel rustig.
Yeah, already interesting. Housekeepers need to think about this. It's always comfortable if you make your
Zijn er snelheid
opponent
vibes?
think and weigh out
Please?
options. Or weigh options.
Yeah, I'm probably trying to figure that. He's talking about hitting it on the nose or getting on the nose. Is he just trying to draw it
Die
on
blijft
there,
snel,
or is
ja.
he trying to?
Ja.
Is he trying to take this one out? We'll find out. Don't think he's trying to do the
Oh,
takeout.
bijgezet. Weg als eerst. Weg als eerst. Girl. Len.
Trying to keep this one off that top guard, top red. Just catches it though.
Ja, vroeger kijken, want die viel wel wat.
Nope.
Ja, serieus.
Tuur is coming. He just threw his 2 stones, so now he will be sweeping. He can be showing everybody how it's done.
Ik denk dat dat het leukste is. Het enige nadeel is als ik hem juist mis, dan blijf ik hier liggen, laat ik een dubbel achter. En als ik te ver rol. Nu, als we juist tegen achterste al mee hebben, is het ook goed, hè. Ik zou ons concentreren op het rolletje te maken. 10. Ja, ik durf niet meer ijs te nemen. Ik zou zelfs misschien zeggen dat we een tikje minder kunnen nemen. Ja. Het is niet al te veel ijs, dus houd u klaar moest het nodig zijn. Zeg het eens.
Looks like he's trying to go for takeout on the yellow, possibly roll over on top of the red.
Oh. Curl.
Needs to sweep this for the curl. Try to get this curl go over a little bit. Catches that. Catches the yellow, gets rid of it, taps the yellows in the back, but no harm done there. Doesn't get anything to move, or out of the house, but
Oké, maar als
Still
het iets
sitting
zacht is en
okay.
hij valt hier wat, oké, dan ligt hij hier. Klein beetje meer eventueel, ja. En eventueel
Nou,
een Bekkels in het begin wel laten.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Oh no. Bram already threw his stone.
Bram,
hetzelfde.
too, yeah, Bram let off the.
Recht nog
yeah,
ietsje meer
Bram
door
was
de
just,
lijnhoek, want die was uiteindelijk echt wel
placing the
vallen en
stone,
Jelle denkt nooit,
preparing
maar-
it for Sebastian.
Ja. Hij moet daar roepen, inderdaad. Ja. Ja. Mijn sliding was heel slecht daar juist. Dus dat is... Ja, ik kan het niet nadoen, want dat was een slechte sliding. Ja. Beetje naar buiten. Enkel curl.
Thinks it's a little bit outside. Need to get this one a curl over. Starting to go, but is it going to move enough? I don't think so. I think that's just going to miss. Oh, it just misses. Catches on the back.
Ja, sorry, Esther.
You know, he set it out of his hand. He thought it was a little bit outside.
Ik zal een klein tikje geven, hè. Dat is aan mij nog, hè. Ik zal dit van ijs nemen. Zeker niet meer.
So opportunity for Verreycken here to stack up a couple in the shot. Stack up a couple in the middle there, right on the button.
Eentje hier leggen. Eventueel geven we een tikje door. De kaart hebben we niks, dus liever te diep dan.
Says he'd rather have this one too deep. They don't need a guard. You know, and these are the types of shots when they're at the Europeans, they have to get these right. You know, a little bit too light, a little bit too heavy, and other teams will punish you. So this is important stone here.
Den achterste dan. Den achterste. Nee.
Tuur sweeping this, trying to get it over a little bit to get on the nose. It is a bit heavy.
Ah,
But-
sorry jongens.
Slecht bericht.
Unfortunate for them, a little bit heavy.
Maar ja,
You know, they're still sitting first and second shot,
maar
but
dan-
now
maar
that,
dan-
that first
de
stone does
perfecte hit
not
and
have
roll.
backing, so
en dan ligt het huis helemaal open.
leaves the house open.
Nee, dat is het probleem. Ja, maar dan hebben ze nog altijd 2 shotten. Als zij vriezen. Wat wel kan, is gewoon rustig hier leggen, die krijgen ze niet weg. Lief. Ja, maar als ze hem hier ligt, krijgen ze die ook moeilijk weg, hè.
Looking at possibly drawing around behind on top of
Het
those
risico is
yellows.
dan ja, dat je op deze zit, of dat je te ver naar buiten blijft hangen.
There's not a huge
Maar ik zou
window
niet
there
beginnen
for this to
opensmijten.
come around, so that's what he's discussing with Brecht. Thomas and Sebastian and Brecht are discussing. It's like, okay, we want this, but if it misses, what do we do? I'm really not happy with the decision. Saying no, no, no. There's a potential double there. Try to get rid of both of those reds.
Ja. Yep. 2-5.
I want this to curl over, hit on the center line side of the nose. Just roll up underneath. We give them, put them in protection, and probably put them sitting shot.
Ja, 2-6. Lijn. Wow, oh, curl. Wow. Nooit. Curl.
Want this one to curl. Needs to curl over
Curl.
a bit.
Hard. Ah, doe me.
And
Unfortunately,
that was
Oh.
the first swear jar
Yep.
of the night.
that is
Yeah.
correct. Just hit on the nose, doesn't get back, takes out a yellow, sits 2 reds back
Up.
there. This
Pak maar
yellow
een
is sitting in a position where it can be easily taken out.
De kans met een 10 is dat we wegrollen, maar ik zou 10 nemen.
Timo looking for that angle. It's best for the strike point for it to come out.
Yep, yep. Hard. Hard. Cleaner. Yep, yep. Hard.
Looking pretty good
Hard.
holding this one for
Oh,
line.
oh, oh, oh. Dat is oké.
And there it goes.
Sit.
And it sits in the house. Very nice stone there from Jeroen. So, you're the housekeepers. What are you guys doing here? You got the 2 stones sitting behind the T line, but they're deep enough that, yeah, it's backing, but Verreycken could just come in and take one on top of it, so looks like they're going to try to freeze up against using that back right
Ofwel
one.
zit hier, ofwel hier.
Either way, they'd like that up against.
Wow. Curl. Als er geveegd moet worden, dan is curl.
Weight looks okay. Need this to
Wacht,
curl over.
Curl. Enkel curl. Ah.
It's not curling enough. So taps the red one out of the way, but that yellow is sitting out in the open. Opportunity here
Ga
for
gewoon voor de nose gaan. Desnoods laten we
ooh,
een tikje
potential
rollen, hè.
5-house here for
10.
Verreycken. They can clear out both of these yellows.
Yeah, this could be a huge way to start the game.
Just shows how critical these
Oh.
centimeters are in this game. It's just
Oh, amai. Curl.
oh, this one's outside. Trying to curl it over, unfortunately does not.
Oké.
Shooter rolls out.
Ja, dat is terug.
So the score
Ja, rood.
2. I think I
Weet niet.
overheard
Nee, dat was
Timo saying
dat
2
was het
reds.
belangrijkste. Ik weet niet.
Well, not sure though.
We'll find out in a
So,
moment. Yeah, I couldn't hear if he said 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So, and I certainly don't think he said 2. English 2 at least.
Yeah.
Of course, we won't know the score until they post it in the
Yeah.
middle of the rounds, in the middle of the next end. So
Let's go for
let's
2.
go for 2.
And then we'll correct it.
Yes, we know for sure it's at least 2, possibly 3, but it was really hard to see those last ones back there. So Don will be starting us off here in the second end as Team Verreycken took 2 in the first. Could have been much worse for the Housekeepers. Now, as a potential, it's 3 depending on how they actually set it or what it actually was, but it could have been 5 house against, and that's demoralizing coming up straight away. Oh, I forgot to
2 confirmed.
that's good for Bram
14
to put that up there for us. This one
Who's made
carrying
them?
into the house.
Yeah, Bram is a co-caster of Curdia TV as of this season, so he should know those kind of things. He should be
He
very
under-
aware of that. We'll
he
punish him if he...
We will talk very bad things, say very bad things about him.
Niks doen. Als er geveegd wordt, is curl, is Bertels. Niks doen. Voelt hard. Voelt 4.
So, Sebastian said if somebody has to sweep, it has to
Ja.
be Bertels. And the 2 sweepers are Thomas Bertels and Brecht
Naar
Bertels.
van achter, naar buiten, naar buiten. Kom aan.
But Thomas goes by Bertels.
Oh, okay,
Brecht goes by Brecht, so.
got it.
And Sebastian goes by Dalla, so
Yeah.
it's all perfectly
Making
makes
things
perfect
confusing.
sense, yeah.
Lina. Oh, weg. Lina. Oh,
Indicating it a little bit
Yep.
heavy.
yep,
I try to sweep this,
Yep.
make sure it gets on
Oh,
the yellow.
yep, yep. Oké, 9, 9.
Will unfortunately roll over just a
Zal het
little
tikje
bit too
harder geweest
much.
zijn, denk ik wel.
Now, this for me is so tempting to say, let's go for the double, but that's not how you score points. So, need to set those guards up, need to get them in the right spot. That's exactly what Dalla is doing.
Ja. Curl. Curl. Ja, blijven kijken. Curl, 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 curl.
Trying to get this to
Yeah,
curl
stop
over and
mark
get a
next.
little bit deeper.
Okay.
Just a little bit on the light side, I think.
3.
Yeah, maybe he's a bit nervous playing this game against Timo, Jeroen, Tuur, and Dan, his former teammates.
Yeah, you know, they are still friends. It's so yeah, I understand the awkwardness, and
Lijn is krap. Lijn.
these guys, you know how they play very well. They know how you play very well. So
Lijn is oké. Zo diep mogelijk.
this one a little bit light. I'm hearing 1s and 2s shouted, but
Mooi. Goed geveegd, mannen.
good sweeping. Gets it down to about the 1.5, 2 position. In a good line, though.
Ja, of deze wegspelen.
So I was wondering, I predicted Verreycken to win. If I make my prediction, I get to keep my house, yes?
Yes.
Does that make me a housekeeper?
I'm not going to dig into that for the response. If you could see the look of pain on my face, chat.
Len! Len!
Disappointment in John's eyes.
Len! Len! Wow, zit hij erop? Stop.
Oh, trying to get this
Naar
one around
buiten,
that
zo
guard.
ver mogelijk bij.
Might that been a redstone there, or is it going to be out of the house?
I think that will go out of the house and goes all the way through the back.
Ja, maar het was naar binnen keert.
Yeah, a little bit inside. So Verreycken is going to take this opportunity and I think put something in behind that yellow.
Len! Hard Len!
Ooh. Usually when they're shouting that hard for line, it's close, it's
Okay.
inside.
Hoeft niet meer te curlen van mij.
I don't want this one to curl very much.
This looks nice. A great stone for the goat there.
I'm going to bet that Timo thinks it's not. He probably wanted that a little bit higher and a little bit more to the left to cover up both of those. Because now the double is on those 2 stones in the house is
Plan
still
B,
there.
een dubbele. 2, 5, 6. Len! Len! Whoa, whoa! Girl!
Nope.
Curl.
First one at the curl. Now he
Curl.
needs a line. Or the line. First he had the line. Now
Curl.
he's got the curl. This one's outside.
Dat is
It
niet goed.
just a little bit too far. Gets rid of one, but not both.
Half wit. Het valt
Now that
minim.
red is jammed behind, or is tucked in behind that red. So a little bit of
Ik
guard
denk zelfs
there.
dat het ietsje minder mag. De tweede is ook zo dat minieke naar binnen. Minder als de vorige. Maar deze was dan niet naar buiten toegezet. Die mag een 2 zijn. Ja. Eén is ook goed.
Timo calm and focused in the hack there.
Hard hè.
It's a little bit too hard, he said.
Mag nog veel curlen.
Needs to curl a lot. Yeah, looks a bit outside.
Krijg je hem 7? Dan.
Looks like that one is heavy. It's not going to get around that back stone. Ooh, so it sets up the double again. We just had that stone there.
Dus
Housekeepers took one
ja,
away, and
als
now
we
they're going to
dat
have
niet
to
spelen, dan is het moeilijk om punten te
opportunity to
pakken, hè.
double that out again.
Ja, maar eigenlijk willen we in deze weg, hè. Dus vraag maar gewoon hier, hè. Ja. Ja, maar vraag niet te veel lijst. Ik ga gewoon scherm proberen te... Wat is? Nee, hè. Ja, misschien meer zo. Maar ja, we moeten hem wel hebben, hè.
Only
wel
thing
met
with
je
this
rechts.
double is that the shooter is likely
Ja,
going to
laat
sit.
ons hopen.
It's going to roll outside. Could fall out completely out of play, but it'll be exposed,
Hard. Ja,
leaving an
we moeten dat
opportunity
open
for
spelen daar, want die tweede rode moet weg, hè.
Verreycken
Anders
to
zit-
draw in behind
Ja.
that guard. So
Bijna nose zit. Of een beetje links van de nose.
wants it just a little bit left of the nose there.
Wat is? Neus of een beetje links aan de kant van een berg dus. Ja. Lijn. Lijn.
Immediately calls for sweeping the
Len.
line. Want to make sure this doesn't hit that top red, but just catches on the right side of the nose.
I still like it though. I mean, now they have a stone sitting behind their guards, so at least could reduce the risk of leaving a big house for Verreycken here.
Yes,
but then
that's
again,
true. Does take it. It's not a total disaster. Not quite what they wanted, but
het gaat echt heel traag smijten.
I think they're
dat er bij
still
de
looking
vorige in de
okay.
release ook een tikje extra zat. Maar dat kan ik er niet uithalen, want dan smijt ik hem niet mooi. Dus ik ga echt heel rustig uit mijn hek komen.
Trying to be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit slower coming out of the hack. Felt he was a little bit too heavy last time.
Dan eerst. Wissel! Wissel!
Whoa. I didn't hear him the first time. Change positions. I want this to curl over. It is not really curling at all. Doesn't quite get over to where they want. It does narrow it down. I think it's going to be very hard to get directly on those reds. That red in the house, but the risk here is if they go for a double, that second red one could go jam on the yellow and get rid of their own stone in the house. So got to be careful with that.
Het ding is, we hebben nu niks aan dit veld, hè. Ja, oké, maar we moeten punten pakken, hè. We liggen niet shot. Zo, ik moet hem hier raken. Ja, ik zou eigenlijk eerder... die van het huis moet weg, vooral. Ja. Snap je? Die, als we... Nee, aan deze kant. Goed idee. Ik wil eigenlijk ze alle twee in het huis weg, dus dan blijven we wel liggen. Nee, als we die weg hebben niet, hè. Als we ze niet weg hebben en we blijven liggen is het jammer, want dan hebben we meer in de guards. Ja, dat is hetzelfde. Weinig af ons. Gewoon 2-5.
Trying to clean things up in the middle here. Open it up a little bit.
Whoa, curl.
Need this one to curl over a bit. All right, catches their guard, opens things up.
Sorry.
I think they wanted that to run back a little bit more into the house, try to take out some of the reds. Unfortunately, a little bit wide, but...
Heck!
And actually opening things up in the middle just exposed their own yellow, so... You see Timo going right for it.
Yep. Hard!
Need to sweep this one. Want to get it around, make sure it holds onto that yellow.
Curl!
Ooh, this could be nice.
Sorry, jongens.
Catch it. Doesn't quite get over there. Doesn't get it out of the way. That's I think they're expecting it to curl a little bit more. I think there's some straighter patches on the ice. There's some places where it's curling okay, but others is not quite enough. And I think that was one of those lines where they were expecting it to curl more.
Ja. Oké. Ja, of take-out gewoon, hè.
We've got a couple of options here. They can double out those middle two. If he's a bit on the right side of
Dubbele gaat
that,
niet.
No, doesn't think the double's gonna work. It's gonna. Looks like he's calling for a hit and roll. Yeah, hack weight, not too hard. Just enough to get that redstone out of the house. Hopefully slide the shooter over to the side and keep it in a scoring position.
Len, girl, girl.
We need this one
Whoa,
to curl.
laat vallen,
All
whoa.
too straight.
Whoa.
And it's
Girl,
the guard
girl,
there.
girl,
Oh, no.
girl.
Just misses the guard, but doesn't curl Aiden over.
Ah,
Over
no.
out of the house. Oh,
Oh,
red.
rust in.
and now the redstone is
Iets
even
minder rest misschien.
buried a bit deeper. It was
We liggen met
slightly
2
exposed.
shots.
It's not anymore.
Yep.
Denk je voldoende van hier om dit te doen? Oké, gewoon hier dan afdekken.
Yeah, it was on the broom
mag van
for,
mij ook, hè,
Breck
maar-
was on the broom, but I guess just a little bit too much ice, never curled over.
Dek maar af.
Maybe I have a nickname for Jeroen, because we were taking some pictures and videos earlier. We're,
Ruimte. Wachten, wachten.
sending in a candidature for a TV show next season.
Curl.
But then on a couple of those
Curl.
pictures, his eyes were real
Alle
small.
twee. Doe maar.
And
Blijf
he
maar
said
gaan.
that was a
Please
feature
stop.
of his dad, and they called his dad the Chinese, and
Blijven
basically
gaan,
it
blijven
runs
gaan,
in the
blijven gaan,
family.
blijven gaan.
But I don't think it's
I don't think
Relating
that's
to,
politically correct
No,
to
no.
use that.
that's
so-
also not
Voor
correct.
Tess, wat
And
we
it's also
gaan
not kind of
spelen,
curling
vind ik zo
related.
logisch dat-
No.
Dus- Ja. Het probleem dat ik hier heb is, op goed kuilend ijs, ik kijk,
Oh, ik voel de
Alright,
mist erbij.
forgot to switch. You got the wrong conversation there.
Bedoelde? Als je hem hier raakt.
So
je valt naar hier.
Hammerstone here for
Hebben wij genoeg
Brecht.
plaats voor een draw?
feels like
Oké.
Bram is second guessing the decision there.
Wat?
kind of damage control, but it looks like Bram convinced him, hey, we've got enough of a gap, we can get a draw through there. So that is the idea. They do have that yellow in the house. There's only 2 reds against.
Yep.
So they will be able to get a maximum of 1.
Can they avoid Verreycken stealing 2 here?
Len is goed. Len. Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, is this
Girl.
one going to curl over? Oh, it's
Girl,
not got
come on.
the... There it goes, maybe?
Nee,
Oh,
Not
just
get there.
catches it.
Oh.
veel niet genoeg. Ja.
And
Oh.
that's, another 2 points for Verreycken.
Steal of 2
Team
for
Verreycken
Team Verreycken. That was a tough one. I mean, it's like, and if you're not
Oh,
getting the
moeilijk, want-
curl, and it feels like the ice is just a little bit straight in spots, and that's one of those ones where the turning point is just so late. Yeah, needed a little bit less ice, but if it's less ice to get through that, does it curl over onto something in the house and come up short? So good effort there. But yeah, had to hold off on the sweeping to make sure it curled. Timo always coaching his team, always talking about what's next, what to do, where the spots on the ice are.
I mean, that's important as a team, that you don't just throw your stones,
Kijk
but
hem
in
niet
the
zo,
first
hè.
couple of events you start to build up the information, try to gather as much information on the ice as possible, because that will help you later in the game, hitting the right brooms, making the right calls.
Don starting us off here in the third end for Team
Lijn is heel
Verreycken.
krap. Lijn is heel krap.
I will never think that line is not funny.
Enkel snelheid, maar Tuur heeft.
All he's saying is that it's a bit tight to the center line, but it sounds like he's saying
Lijn
it's
ziet er
crap.
goed uit nu.
It's terrible.
Mag zelfs wisselen.
I mean, technically he is saying the word crap, but in Dutch it means something else. And this one's going to get down into the house, just into the 8-foot. Sebastian resisting the temptation of going after it, going to try to set something up so they can score, putting out a corner guard.
Lijn is goed.
Brom's been just slightly
Beetje
off
curl,
his first
beetje
couple of
curl.
ends, but I fully expect him
Curl.
to figure out his speed.
Enkel curl, enkel curl. Kom aan, Brecht. Enkel curl, Bertels. Yeah.
There's some heavy
Pushed in.
sweeping there.
Okay, sweeping gets that down outside where they wanted it, a little bit high though. Normally would want that one a little bit closer to the house.
Oh. Vooral release. Mag curlen. Ah, we gaan erachter. Tuur. Wacht hè. Tuur. Wow. Wow. Wissel. Als je kunt, mogen de Jeroen, maar oppassen.
Trying to get this one to curl in around behind that red. It was a little bit heavier, so they said instead of in front of it, we'll go behind
Zo
it.
maar. 14-7.
That works.
That one does work. I heard the word takeout, but is it they're going for the takeout?
2-7. Niet te veel ijs.
Yep, going for the takeout.
Full focus.
Lijn. Wow. Lijn. Oh, sorry.
This one's a little bit outside. You hear Bram call him off, say,
Whoa.
hey, no.
Beetje buiten, Brecht. Beetje buiten. Kom aan. Sorry, Bram, goed geroepen.
Catches that one just a little bit on the edge of the nose. Rolls over. Brecht had to sweep that just a little bit to
Zou
get
graag
that
zo komen.
red a little bit clear.
10, ja. Jeroen, je denkt dat het tikje wel gaat vallen zo, hè? Ja. Kom op.
Yeah, Timo is a very strict skip.
Yep.
He is the boss on the ice, and he he makes sure you know what you need to do.
Hard.
Oh, this one's over curling. Is this going to be able to hold?
Jeroen erover.
All right.
Ja, je lichaam ging naar de steen toe.
Saying his body wasn't lined up with the stone there, so a little bit outside or inside. Does get rid of the yellows, so not a complete disaster.
Lijn. Plaats genoeg. Curl. Come on.
Trying to get this one to curl over.
Come on. Alles.
This one
Come
buried
on.
it.
Come on, Brecht. Finish it.
And
Come
they
on.
get it behind the guard.
Come on.
Looks like.
Looks like he's just not going to curl
Well,
enough.
No.
He was initially calling for line, so he thought that it was going to be against that. But that's the thing. I think they're trying to find how much curl does each line, or where is the curliest on the ice and where it's not. This one's sitting exposed. So another opportunity for the GOAT to show what he's got.
Oh. Clean up. Oh. Curl.
So he needs to curl over. There it goes.
Geen rol. Je gaat te ver rollen.
Unfortunately,
Easy.
not quite enough on the
is
curl,
goed
so it's
gesmeten.
going to roll out of the
Had
house.
nog minder ijs mogen nemen. Ja.
Timo saying there just needs to give a little bit less ice on that. So but I think the most important thing was getting that yellow out of the house. And right now this is a advantage for Team Verreycken. This is the strategy they want to play, just getting a hitting match.
Lijn! Hard voor lijn! Hard voor
4-shot
lijn, kom
lead.
aan!
They don't need to really worry about
Hard
scoring
voor
too
lijn,
much.
kom aan! Lijn is oké. Lijn is oké, kom aan. Blijven gaan. Curl, curl, curl. Kom aan, curl, curl,
Get this
curl.
to curl
Kom aan, Jan,
over.
kom aan. Oké, goed gedaan. Hoe veegt gasten? Hoe is het, Bertels?
Yeah, I like this one. It's still reachable for Verreycken, but it's slightly buried deeper than the one before.
Yeah, I believe it is sitting shots.
Mm-hmm.
So they're either going to try to roll this
Tegen nog eens.
underneath that yellow guard or back across the house over in front of the red. But to be honest, a nose hit is probably also okay. Trying to sweep this one, help it curl over.
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
Get-
Geen rol, geen rol.
Now, he didn't want to roll because this leaves a double takeout.
Yep. Yeah, that just a little bit over. They'd like to have those straight in line if it was going to roll over like that. Unfortunately, it did not. But I don't
Ja,
think,
tweede keer heb ik dat gedaan, ja.
I honestly don't think that they're going to,
Ja,
Yeah, they need to score points here.
yep. So they have to set something up. They have to try to get something over there on the left.
3-15.
Hope it stays open enough in the middle that they can go after those two.
Tweede was een goeie in Bertels. Ja. Ja, met een tweede was er tamelijk kort.
Too bad Timo was muted. We could have heard what they're laughing about.
Ja, ja. Ja. Lijn is krap, zegt hem. Lijn,
Line might be
lijn, hard
tight.
voor lijn. Hard voor lijn. Oh, lijn is goed. Oh, wachten, wachten.
So the line is good. That's going to get around the guard. Plenty of space, but is it going to be too heavy because of the sweeping?
Yeah, this is very heavy.
Unfortunate there. Carries
Really
through the
fun.
back of the house
Kunnen weghalen. Ze
and
hebben
apparently
nog
over
vier
that
na,
back line. So can't even use it for a jam or a backing or anything.
Deze lijkt mij ook wel leuk. Gewoon hier. Laat ze maar knallen. Ja, ik weet het, maar wat is het alternatief? Als je daar, leggen ze gewoon terug opnieuw hier. Je moet beter liggen dan dat, of je moet dit afdekken. Dus ik zou dat en laat ze het maar smijten. Ja, ik zie ofwel dit, maar je laat de rol dan, ofwel is het gewoon de guard wegnemen. Hè.
Trying to sort out what their positioning, what their possibilities are. They want to make sure that where they put this
Ja,
one,
klopt.
it's not going to
En het
allow
ding is, als we dat doen en ze komen erachter, leggen ze het gewoon toe. Hè.
housekeepers to kind of build something up.
Ja, maar als je hier een tikje te diep bent, tegen daar vind ik te diep niet erg.
So they don't want to be too deep on that left side because that would
Ik
give
denk
them
eenmaal over de
backing.
lijn kan hem wel beginnen gaan.
So they'd rather it be too deep on the right side up
Misschien
against
zelfs
those
een klein
reds.
tikje minder. Hij mag hier, hij mag hier hè.
Looking for a little bit less ice.
Denk eraan, die release is een paar keer dat je op hebt miskeken. Ik denk dat er stiekem gewoon een tikje meer op zit dan dat je ziet.
Speed looks okay. They're gonna get this down there.
Kom aan, jongens.
Sweeping for a line, I guess.
Line looks
Okay,
good.
okay.
Maybe just a little bit outside if we're gonna
Initially
be
illegal.
super critical, which Timo sometimes you have to be.
Yeah. I mean,
But that's still a pretty good. I think that's a pretty good
Dat is
position
een
there.
dingetje, hier gewoon erbij leggen. Ja. Of
Bram
deze
wants
weg,
to,
kan ook wel. Als
take
je
out
dit doet,
stones.
daarom.
Hi, Tom. Tom is asking how is the
Net,
Walter
vind ik
doing
het neus.
in his double
Maar dit is
doubles
ook geen
games. I
drama,
mean,
dat is sowieso
Campina
2-1.
scored 1 in the first, so they lead 1-0 over Game of Stones.
Ja, is goed. Jij moet gewoon heel
It's
goed
like
zien.
they're only a couple of stones
moet-
into that
hij moet
second
naar-
in there.
Elk neus, ja. Ja. Ja.
yeah, that team that's just 100% pure Belgium curling legend. The magician, Walter.
The magician and the
we beat
Walter.
them when we started out with our doubles team, Curdia. We are a doubles team as well in the league, and our first game was against the legends, and we were able
Iets vaker naar
to
buiten.
beat them. And I'm
Yep.
still very proud that happened.
Oh, yeah.
It's,
Stefano's one of those guys that seems to bring out the best in me, whether we're playing fours or doubles. It's I always seem to play well against him. Don't always beat him, but I usually make him
Whoa.
think. In that game, we put together a
Girl.
pretty good, had a pretty good night. All
Nice
right, doubles that out.
yeah.
We'll click that. A shot from
eerste deel.
Brecht.
Je ligt erin.
Nice for housekeepers, making sure the danger is a bit less now.
10.
I'm saying a bit less because they're not out of the woods yet.
Nope, but it does mean a maximum of 3, but really depends. Excuse me. What happens with this stone from your rune?
Lina. Yep, yep. Ho. Lina. Yep, yep. 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 Ho. Mini roll, 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 roll.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
That's also
Very
a way to put the
nice.
guards.
Very nice
Ineens
stone there
hier
from Jurgen.
Yeah, just
He wanted it possibly a little bit further away, but you know,
What
it's
a
really
V.
hard to fault that one.
Ja.
but a great way to get value out of that takeout. Just recycling it as a guard. Now it's back to the housekeepers.
Als hem iets te hard is, geen probleem, hè. Maar niet daar. Ja.
Saying it's okay if it's a little bit hard, but it doesn't need to be. They don't want it tight. It needs to get around that top
Girl! Girl!
top guard.
Girl!
This one needs to curl a lot though.
Wachten en dan curl.
These stones have a tendency to start going once they cross the center line, but this one's going to be fantastic.
Well, look at that. Slightly exposed, but a very good stone, though.
Very nice
I
stone
think
there.
they will be happy with this stone.
Timo's still sitting 2 in the house though. If they get rid of
Die
this.
marge was te hard en als hem tekort komt, hebben ze een guard bij. Hebben we niks.
Sorry, forgot to switch the. They're just going to try to peel this yellow one out. If the shooter stays, then that will be bonus points, but really kind of want to force housekeepers to get no more than 1 if they aren't able to steal this end.
Yep. Hard. 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 Ho,
They're
curl.
sweeping this
Curl,
hard to get it
curl,
around.
Curl. Curl.
Well executed here. They lose.
Unfortunately,
But then their shooter is kind of behind the guard there,
yeah.
so it
Again?
makes things difficult for housekeepers. I mean, they can draw. There's a little bit of backing. The redstone is behind the T line, so they could use it to bump up against it. But still, needs to be a very
Vier.
good precise stone. Otherwise,
Yep.
Verreycken can steal
yeah,
again.
looks like they're going for that draw. They're going to draw over onto it. Doesn't need to get rid of it. Just using it as backing if it's
Yeah,
in case
indeed.
it's a little heavy. This is an important stone for Housekeepers.
Girl.
They really want to get on the board here.
Als je veegt, enkel curl.
Yeah,
Whoa.
they can't afford another
Whoa.
steal.
This one's not curling over, so they're going to hope this one lies
Ja.
still on its own. It's too heavy.
Oh, it's not gonna curl enough, and it's also a bit on the heavy side, so Timo is going to sweep it. And that is 1 point for Verreycken, and I don't know.
No, it stays one. The other one's mostly out. That one's mostly in.
They're still looking at it.
They're looking at it.
Yeah. It is
Fertig. Nu, nu, nou.
1 reds.
Hmm?
Jeroen, he wants to be absolutely sure. It is close.
Yeah,
Is
camera.
it going to be a measure?
No, he pointed at yellow. So
Yellow, so that's 1 reds.
steal of 1 for Verreycken. Unfortunate for Housekeepers, just a little heavy and no curl whatsoever on that stone. It stayed relatively straight, but that's kind of how we're used to things here on the ice, is that they don't really start to curl until it crosses that center line, and that one just did not get across.
Yeah, very unfortunate, because the Housekeepers, they really needed that point to kind of stay in the game.
Yeah, they did, and this is they really did need to get that one there, but you know, Verreycken showing why they are prepped for these
They're a
Euros.
dominant team here. They're dominant in this league, dominant in Belgium.
They're not going to let you. You can't give them much because they will take. They will take it.
And now it's up for the Housekeepers to kind of remain focused. Don't lose the spirit here. We're still early in the game. Okay, the 5-0 looks a bit intimidating, but with 5 more ends to play, it is not over yet. And Fury is the first to kind of endorse that message.
Yeah, they showed last night they
Wissel,
were
wissel, wissel.
forcing Verreycken to take blank ends,
Lijn is
forcing
tikje
them to
krap.
make good shots, and they came back. They had a chance to win it with the last stone.
Ga
So
waarschijnlijk hieruit komen. Ik moet u een tikje meer reis geven. Tuur.
Yep.
Whoops.
Oops.
That was the. Ice is slippery. That is confirmed. So
and we don't need him to prove that it's to
No.
demonstrate that it's
Girl.
hard too. So
Wow, maar dan moet je op
one
gevecht
time
worden.
last year when a player from Brewers Ducks
Wow,
tripped.
voelt snel genoeg aan, hè? Curl. Beetje
And
curl,
then,
kom aan.
yesterday,
Beetje curl, kom aan.
Kim really made us
Hop, kom
a
aan.
bit
Nog,
scared
nog,
there.
nog,
yep,
nog.
yep.
Okay, kom
This
aan.
one getting over, but still a little bit light. They really want that guard closer to the house for those
Ja,
corners.
kom. Klopt. Nee, is goed.
Well, they must have played 2 ends really fast over on sheet B, because now they're in the 4th end. But Campina has scored 2 in the second, 1 in the
Dennis
third,
Moy.
so they lead it 4-0 over Game of
Mag zelfs
Stones.
nog een tikje curlen op het einde. Nee, wissel, wissel, wissel. Len, Len.
Trying to hold this one straighter.
Laat hem maar gewoon maar stilvallen. Kans is groot dat hem overcurlt.
Tom doing a little bit of plugging of his employer. They are one of the sponsors of the clubs here, Digit Office.
I was going to say we're not going to mention the name because
Oh.
they're not a sponsor of Curdia.
That's true. I should have. Yes, I was even thinking that, and I said it anyway.
Het leek alsof dat er een Eureka-moment was.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
But sponsorship possibilities are available.
Oh yeah. Sponsor slots are for sale.
Wow. Enkel curl op het einde.
Want this one
Op
to
rood.
curl
Wow,
around
wow, wow.
behind that.
Stel het is hard. Het is de 5-6. Het is de 5-6-7. Niks. Wow. Ja, hard, 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 hard. Doe maar, doe maar, doe maar, doe maar, doe maar. Doe maar, kom aan.
That
Kom aan.
works.
A little bit heavier than they like, but
Yeah, it's deep.
deep, but it is covered.
Dirk.
Oké. Backline. Zitten we juist tegen de guard, tikken we een tikje opzij. Hè?
See Dirk grabbing another crate of beer to stock up the refrigerator, since our curling hall is a giant refrigerator on its
Yeah.
own. That's where we store everything.
But yeah, shout out to Dirk because he just gave us a refill, a drink.
Ik heb liever dat hem een tikje te kort
just
is,
to,
dan dat hem te hard is.
have
Hè?
the pizza kind of digested with a nice cup of coffee.
I'm sticking to water at the moment because I feel like I need to keep my voice wet. Keep the lips moist and it sounds like butter on the microphone.
Yep. Hard! Hard! Oh,
Scooping this one hard to get it around the guard there.
curl!
This one gonna curl over, is
It
gonna
does.
tap that yellow. Moves it out of the house.
Goed genoeg.
And then falls underneath behind those guards. That's pretty nice stone there.
Nice gesture from Bram there.
I missed that. Is it
Ja.
going into the swear jar because gestures count too?
I don't know. It was not a square gesture. Definitely not. I think Bram making the gesture now. Let's take
Hier?
things out. I mean, they have a double guard there. It's not
Oké.
something
Binnenkant.
Housekeepers need.
Twee.
And
Ja.
Yep. I need to
VVF.
clean this out, get it open.
yeah, make sure you stay in control. This can be hard. Imagine if this is a triple takeout.
That would be amazing.
Whoa,
Need to have some
girl.
good weight.
Whoa. Nooit.
Oh, too far
Nooit.
outside, I believe.
Girl.
This is a
Ja,
good
maakt niet uit.
Or
It's going to get that top one,
yeah,
but does not run it back. I mean, that's always tough when you're going with that much weight. You've got to be millimeter
Pak het dingen
precise.
weg. Kan ook. Ja.
It's very easy to get those stones offline like that.
Ja. Veel ruimte.
Lots of room. You hear Jeroen and Don saying 3-4, 3-4. So just going to get down by the edge of the house. Trying
Ja,
to
hij
get
moet
this one
vallen. Hij
to curl
dekt niks
over.
af nu.
It's just not curling very much.
Oh,
There it
oh.
goes, right at the end.
Okay.
Beautiful stone.
Mooi.
Very
Die
nice.
viel nog.
Oh, and a little Swedish curl to get over closer to the center line.
love to see those Swedish girls.
I wish they all could be Swedish curls. All right,
Now
no more
you.
singing. But
You're
since that
calling out my bad jokes, but then you start singing
Whoa.
like this.
Whoa. Girl.
trying to get this to
Oh,
curl
not yet.
over. Oh, still gonna stay off to the edge. Oh no, catches
Oh,
it.
well, this is a double. I mean,
They do get the
Thomas
double.
seemed disappointed, but that was still a kind of nice takeout there. They got the results.
He wasn't happy with it, but it did curl over enough.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
get him open. That's exactly what they wanted. I don't think they were going to be. I think with the way the stones were lined
Op
up,
de
getting all
lijn.
three out would have been difficult.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good result.
Ik weet het, maar het valt bijna niet. Nee. 5, 6. Als ze niet achter de kaart kunnen komen. Veel ruimte. Tuur eerst. Laat hem eerst wat curlen nog.
Want this one to curl. They're going to try to bury this
Curl.
one. Hide this one behind that yellow guard there on the left.
Could be a little light.
It's gonna get into the house. Is it gonna curl over enough and be hidden? I think that's
Gewoon niet oversmijten.
pretty good. Could be obviously a little bit
Ja,
more
het
buried,
ding is,
but
hier
I
ga
like
ik we niet meer achter.
I
hè.
like it. Yep.
Hey, hier ga ik we niet meer achter. Hey.
Or as you should say in curling,
Hier
I
ga ik
don't
not the
hate
worst.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Ja. Ik zou dat eigenlijk wel doen, niet? Ik weet alleen het ijs echt niet.
Stepping up as a
Het is een rare sliding, hè?
shadow skip here.
I mean, he does bring a lot of experience to this team,
Definitely.
and I think you know,
Achter onze gele.
Sebastian is still relatively new
Ja.
in his
Ja.
skip career. I mean,
ja.
he's only been curling
Achter-
about
achter die
4 or
rode
5
trui,
years,
Ja, in het wit gewonnen.
so
Achter die rode
then
there's
again-
always something to learn.
Yeah, but then again, as a
Om die
skip,
nu
he
weg te
was
gaan tikken,
able
dat is
to
ook wel leuk.
win the
Dan
Belgian
blijven we
Cup.
gewoon in het midden wat spelen.
And be
Well, not
second
to
in
say
the
that
league,
he's
so
not
daar
bad.
gaan we
It's
geen
it's
punten
always. I
maken.
mean, I think it's
yeah, you can
it's
always learn
always
from
learn something.
Ja. We kunnen ons alvast
No,
wel
I
excuseren
quite
voor de
respect his
frustratie, bijzonder.
his abilities as a skip. I
Mhm.
think he
Ja.
does a fine job.
3:30.
Was just more pointing out that Bram's been
Ik vind
around
het
a
rare
while.
sliding.
yeah, true. Yeah, I think the worst game in the skipping career of Sebastian was that game where they gave up a 5 house in the last end and then losing the promotion to League A.
Anders via een
A
tikje, hè,
couple of
Becht?
years ago, they don't want to be reminded of that game anymore, so that's why I'm not mentioning it
Hard,
anymore
hard.
unless I
Who
Recht
was it
tegen.
that they did that to?
Ramstein, I guess. That was called.
Ja, die hebben we nog nooit gespeeld, hè.
That one actually curled. That one curled a lot. So unfortunately,
is
gets on the
goed,
outside
maar,
of
we zien hoe
the
dat ik hem moet zetten. Want
yellow
als
one
je
there
ze
instead of
dik
trying to get
gezet,
around
gaan ze
behind
weer
it.
Ik zou zelfs een klein beetje minder durven nemen.
Yeah, I think it was
10, ja.
Ramstein. I think they were called Curl Jam prior to their name change. It was Martijn's team.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, Tuur, ik
Dus
had
Martijn
wel moeten
Often
klaarhouden.
kind of brings it up as oh, I remember that one game where they kept throwing takeouts, missing takeouts, and we were just putting them on the pin, and all of a sudden we scored 5, tied the game, and that blew chances for Housekeepers to go to League A. But yeah, they eventually made it to League A, and they are now a very solid A-League team.
Yep.
Yep. Hard!
This one's going to catch it, probably on the nose, so not going to roll anywhere, but still looks good for Verreycken right now. 3 stones in the house.
Ja, niet te rollen. Ja, nee.
Timo constantly correcting himself, looking at what he needs to do different. What did he do wrong there?
Of, hier is er wel meer om achter te kruipen natuurlijk. Ah, wel, maar jij kunt ook zien hoe het hem valt, hè. We kunnen afspreken voor dit. Maar als ik te veel val, dan gaat het voor dit, hè. Ja. Ik zou wel zo komen. Ah, ik voel me daar comfortabeler bij. Lijkt me veel. Van ice naar rechts vallen, krab ik over de neus. Huh?
Ja, achter de D-line.
Ja. Ja, wat denk je anders? Is wel ver, hè? Niet?
I think Bram is
Yeah.
proposing a little tap and roll there.
Yeah. Sebastian kind of asking, is that too much? Is that too
1-2-5.
far to roll?
That's my guess. We don't know that for sure. No mics on the 5 skips and also
Oh,
no mics
oh.
on the leads.
Len! Len! Oh.
Gets rid of that one, but it is
Yeah, go for
sitting
lamp.
exposed.
Yeah, and they don't like to
10.
nose it here because this is just a
Voorkeur van kant.
huge invite to Verreycken to just do the hit
Okay.
and roll here.
Yep.
Moeten oppassen wel, want als hem iets te ver zit, valt hem niet meer, hè. Stel voor dat we dit doen. Gewoon een 10. Wow, wow. Lina. Weg. Ho. Ren. Ren. Ho, ho, ho.
This
Whoa,
one looks to be pretty good.
whoa.
It's going to roll a little bit wide, but is it going to catch on that yellow? Nope, just slides over the top of the yellow.
Kunnen doen is inderdaad dit en naar hier vallen.
Yeah, they would have
Oh.
liked that one to have stayed in the
Oh.
house, even if it was way in the back there, just to kind of be something useful. So, quick update from Sheet B. Campina scored 2 more in the 4th, so they now lead
Ja,
at
off.
6-0 over Game of Stones.
Ja, nee. Ja, 2-6, 2-7. Het zou echt wel zo komen, hè?
Going to try their own hit and roll here, get rid of this red, roll their yellow under over the other side. Not an easy shot here.
Wow. Als er geveegd wordt, Karl. Wachten. Wachten, Karl. Karl. Oh, hij blijft naar buiten. Ja.
So just not curling over. Does get rid of the red. However, does not get that rollover under the cover. So this one
Rood
out
is
in the
goed,
open.
klein rolletje is ook goed. Zo, en ik geef dit van IJs.
Not really giving much ice at all, but I think they're not really expecting it to fall very much. So
Lina. Oh. Curl. Ha. Prima.
gets rid
Was
of it.
9,5 wel.
And
Believe-
forced to 1 again now.
Is it biting in the
I
house?
believe so. Let's
Zeg je?
double check that just to be sure.
Ja.
Uh,
Nu, ai, gelijk als al de vorige.
we get
zijn
the
dat iets gezet wat
confirmation
graag
that
zie en
Sebastian
lichaam zit
is
ook
in
goed.
front of the stone, so we don't know for sure. But he's allowed to. He's the skipper.
It
he's
is,
allowed
yeah.
to
That
stand
they
there.
are, they don't have to worry about the camera angles. That's for us.
Yeah.
Tom dropping a little bit
Van
of
wat ik nu zie,
language knowledge in
mooi,
the
is ook
chat,
heel mooi.
saying that streng means the same in Dutch and in Danish. They are Germanic languages, so. Well, is Danish Germanic? No.
It's Scandinavian language. I think it's closer
Yeah.
to Swedish.
Yeah, but they do get some of that German mixing in there.
Yeah, I think.
This one needs to get there, and they left it short. Oh my.
Oof, and this is a big miss here because now I think Verreycken steals 2. We don't know for sure, but I think it was 2. I'm gonna put 2.
You
And then,
never, as a fourth, you just never want to do that. Open house,
Oh no.
and you just don't want to leave it short. I would rather throw it through than.
Especially, yeah, it was a completely open house. Even all the way in the back would have been fine. Confirmed. Thank you, Timo, for being very helpful to the stream and confirming the number there.
Yeah.
Big shout outs to the boss.
Steal of 2 in the 4th for Team Verreycken puts them up 7-0. They're not going to take much talk time between that before this end starts. Not much to really confer with over
Waar is
that. They're
mooi,
just
Jeroen
really
eerst.
push housekeepers around in that end.
Afkeurlaag.
Want this one to curl over.
Mag zeker curlen. 14-6. Oké.
Don has been throwing up some pretty good LSDs. This
Yeah.
most of the
Jump
stones been going
there.
into the house right near the button.
Hoog.
You know, and that's the type of strategy that housekeepers tend to throw in the Belgian league competition. They tend to dare teams to come after them in the house.
Whoa. Whoa.
Unfortunately, they have
Land,
not had
land.
they have not had that opportunity to throw first.
Yeah, it works
Als
if
de
you have
bal
the
is
score
gewoon
leads,
stoppen,
but
hè?
then again, if you're chasing, then
Yeah.
Oh.
Hella hoping for a Housekeepers comeback. Yeah, we want to see this one get close. We
Oh,
want
yeah.
to see them get some points on the board, get their momentum coming back their way. Yeah, another stone really, really high from Bram there. He's definitely been struggling with his weight tonight.
Lijn is mooi, Jeroen eerst. Mag curlen, mag curlen. Lijn is goed, recht.
Want to get this one to curl. There it goes.
Okay.
It's going to be right on the
Nice.
center line. Very nice. Ooh, Gary giving us some information here. Housekeepers 45%. Team Verreycken 75%. And yeah, that is reflected in the scoreboard. 100% making more of their shots.
Wachten.
always nice to have people taking
Whoa.
notes, tracking the scores.
Land.
Well, Gary
land.
is the
Come on.
coach for the Housekeepers, so
Land.
he helps them train. He
Land.
does
Yeah,
follows the
shooting guard.
matches
Whoa.
with
whoa.
Curlit.
Whoa.
Gerry was also the coach a couple of weeks ago with the Belgian mixed teams. Played in Aberdeen and ended up 5th. It's quite a surprise. On the positive. end
Very
of things.
pleasant surprise.
had some,
Surprise, yeah.
Huge watch parties here in Belgium.
Timo and Jeroen played fantastically along with Mirta and Caro.
Dan eerst.
Yeah, Belgian teams are kind of
Okay.
performing
Land,
strong
land,
also in their
land.
own leagues.
Hard lijn. Ho. Wow. Mocht hem vriezen, maar hij mag nog curlen ook.
Look at that. I mean, what do you do if you're
Okay.
housekeepers and you see this lineup?
That is
Perfect
Lichaams op.
freeze.
absolutely perfect for you. You can't
Yeah.
put that much better. Gary's saying he's only slightly surprised.
Deze
Always
raken.
figured they would be able to capture a top 10. Well, they got the top 5, so next year we expect a podium.
They were defeated by
Weer
a
vijf.
Swedish team. Swedish team, I think, eventually ending up winning.
Yeah,
The mixed.
Sweden was the champions. Had to play Sweden twice
Yeah.
in back-to-back
Whoa.
days, I believe.
Whoa. Girl.
If you have to
Land.
be, if you have to go out in
Land.
the quarters,
Land.
always nice to go out against
Land en naar buiten volgen.
the world champion.
Ja.
Ooh, that's a nice double
Nice one.
there.
Yeah.
Oké, ça va.
Splits it apart, moves things around. Good stone there. I think they would have needed a little bit more weight to really get everything moving, but hey, that's
Splitting hairs and
Een klein
yeah,
beetje
fine.
meer is.
looking for some things to criticize, but I think that was a very good stone.
Yeah.
It looked a whole lot more dangerous stone ago.
Veel ruimte. Heel veel
all of
ruimte.
our Walter fans there. You can see a glimpse of him on the left side of the
Oh, yeah.
screen there.
Doe dat maar, Jeroen.
So Hella is asking, is the mixed team selected or do you play a nationals tournament to decide who gets to go? Basically the rule in Belgium is you play challenges.
In vergelijking met de
but
vorige.
they were the only team that were kind of volunteering or kind of
that even
going for the mixed, and they didn't have a challenger.
so they got to go.
They got to go,
En
yeah.
als we dat meterken of
For
twee
instance, for the
later waren
seniors,
begonnen.
the senior team, we
Ik
have
weet
two
niet of
teams
dat
challenging
live
for the
nog dit
national
echt
team. Those
heel
challenges are
veel
next
effect hebben.
next week. The men's team, they have a challenger. Challenger is going to be most likely Verreycken against Housekeepers, and then Housekeepers, they have some training ahead of them to actually challenge Verreycken. And on the women's side, we have the Blue Huskies. They are our only women team, aside from the junior girls, of course, and there is also no junior challenge. Hope that is a short Wikipedia version of Belgian curling.
In
is
the
organized.
in the past, they used to just have open. The challenge was open for anyone, and they would have teams enter that really had no no shot of really performing that well. Gets one, moves out the second a little bit. Ooh, that's gonna be close if that yellow is second or third. Or yeah, but we'll see. But yeah, they used to have just an open. Anybody could enter it, but it would often take forever. So they started basically have an entry fee to kind of weed out the non-serious teams.
Yep.
And so, but you've seen a lot more teams like train and try to play better, try to get up to that level so where they can actually legitimately enter that challenge series. But I believe the challengers will be in April or May. We usually hold them about 6 months before the competition they'll be representing. So
It kind of depends, I don't know, because the Belgian teams, they're playing in the European C division, B division, but in case they would relegate, they would go back to the C division. C division is always played, I think, around April, May. So I don't know if they would do challenge before the Euros,
I don't
so
know.
a new team could go to the C division, or they would do a challenge afterwards. It would make sense to have a challenge before the Europeans, just to kind of have a qualifier tournament. But we should ask Dirk or Gerry. Dirk is too occupied chatting with the ladies. Yeah, they're chatting about whether or not they wash their clothes playing in tournaments. It's an interesting discussion I might might not tap into. I hope they wash them.
well, I don't know. If you're playing well, it's the superstition. You know, you don't change things while you're winning. So if you're winning, don't wash your shirt.
I would still change my underwear, winning or
Well,
not.
there are some people that are gross, but that won't.
Op zich, nou, dat mag een 5 zijn, hè. Als die gewoon wat daar ligt en wij liggen hier, is het oké, hè. Ja, maar als ik die wegspeel, dan gaan zij gewoon blijven terugliggen en moeilijker. Nu kunnen we eraan, hè. Ja, ik weet niet of we naar binnen gaan kunnen rollen eigenlijk. Dus ik denk dat we meer dit gaan moeten doen, als in dit daar tegen en dan we naar hier rollen.
Sebastian looking at his
Ja.
options. He feels like if they take away
Denk ik, hè.
that
Allee, als
that
als
red
ik zie wat de
guard,
opties nu zijn,
they're
kan
just
hij naar binnen
gonna
rollen.
Team Verreycken is just gonna put it back in a much tougher position. So while they've got this
Wat ik ook
little
kan doen is
opening,
gewoon freezen.
he's gonna go after something in the back here.
Gewoon hier liggen.
Now
Ja.
whether it's going to be a takeout, try to get rid of those two reds, or is it going to be a draw?
Minder,
Or a hit.
minder. Het valt niet, hè. En dan is het weer vegen, hè. Nog minder. Gewoon freezen. Naar binnen rollen gaat niet. Ofwel spelen we dan die hard weg en dan rollen we naar buiten, maar die gaat waarschijnlijk buiten zijn en dan hebben we ook weer niks. Ik denk dat we wat moeten freezen om daarna iets verder. Ja, maar dan speelt dan gaan zij daarna. Nee, maar als wij die voorste rode wegspelen, gaan zij een betere guard spelen en ligt die helemaal vast. Nu is het moment om die ene te pakken. Ja, ik denk het wel. Ze gaan die andere alles vastzetten. Ze weten, hun guard was nu niet goed genoeg gewonnen.
Sebastian just explaining to Bram his
Ja,
His
nee,
rationale.
maar dan, ja.
they'll take the
Minder.
opportunity while they have
Gewoon
it.
freeze, hè.
Trying for a freeze against this
22.
red.
Sebastian making sure his hair is nice and tidy for this perfect freeze here.
Just in case it's shot of the match.
Yeah, this is important. Shot of the match is the thing in Belgium and worldwide.
This one's tight. I think it's gonna catch on that red. want this to roll away though. Leave it
Heel weg.
open.
Heel naar buiten.
Oof.
Lekker.
Now they've taken away any opportunity to
Nee, leg hem gewoon maar toe. Ik ben niet zo
take out that
comfortabel
red.
met mijn
No,
snelheden.
it's open, but I think you're going to see Timo just kind of lay something in there, cover it up.
Wat was het vorige ijs? Ik zou dat blijven behouden. Twee. Ja, twee. Is hem drie, is hem drie.
A little bit of dirt on the hack.
Almost tripped over a dangerous little spot of dirt there, but making sure those stones are nice and clean. You don't want to leave anything to chance. That's a question for you, John, over in chat. Owen Reese is asking, are there still more shuttle matches to come from the October 14-15 weekend?
Yes, Owen, I have got a backlog, but I think with no matches coming up soon, I'll be able to get through a lot of them and also carry over from this weekend. Yeah, so I think I still have
Oké.
2 or 3 more from that weekend, but 2 of them were not televised. One of them was not a televised match, so I might not put one out there, but I'll definitely get the other ones out this week
Ja.
and then
Ik
start
dacht
working
dat
on this
terug een
weekend's
tikje naar
shots of
binnen
the
had
match.
So, Owen, have you decided if Team Verreycken is going to continue playing in the Belgium League? I know last time we spoke to each other, it was still a bit doubtful whether Team Verreycken was going to make it in the second half of the season. They had some overlaps in the calendar with other tournaments to attend, and that could make it more difficult to sign up for the Belgium Curling League. But I really hope we could get to see Team Verreycken again next year.
Well, not even next year. Well, I guess technically next year because
Yeah.
the second half of the season starts after January 1st. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like the shots of the match. We're starting to see more people take note themselves when they throw a good shot. That's a heck of a commute for Scandalicious.
Yeah, well, we don't know for sure. It could be that Tom Goethals is just kind of teasing a Scandalicious team.
All right, Owen is confirming they are coming back, and that's
Awesome.
going to be awesome.
Yeah, glad to have you back in the second half of the season.
This one is going to be a little bit wide. Is it going to be heavy? Catches on that
Interesting.
red, so all right, is still lying second now, so a little bit of damage control. I just realized in the middle of that I didn't mute
Ik
or
denk niet
unmute
dat
the
ze hier
right
voldoende
skip.
van
So
zien. Die gaat altijd zo komen. Deze ligt tweede shot.
Yeah, Mats is looking forward to the tournament in January. There is also in Belgium the New Year's Cup organized by Campina. A lot of foreign teams
Heel
sign up for
misschien,
that
maar ja,
tournament
het ding
as
is,
well.
als je deze gewoon tot hier kunt doordikken, of zelfs recht kunt doordikken, weet ik niet wat dat ze nog hebben.
I kind of liked to play the Campina Cup or the New Year's Cup since it's not being featured on Curdia. But then I also heard that Annemiek signed up with a team with Caro and then
Oké,
Tess
leggen we
and
toe.
Ziva.
oh,
But maybe if I find a babysitter, who knows?
he's ditched you. I will be out of the
Valentino?
country.
Out of the
I
country.
am
Kennen we?
heading up to
Nou,
Scotland
kennen
for
we.
New Year's Eve to Edinburgh for a few days with the family.
Prima. Ik stond hier, hè, voor mijn.
Do they have curling in Scotland as well?
I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it.
Well, we'll just have to double check that. Could be an interesting thing. We don't have updated ranks on League B, and team Reese is playing in Group 2 of League B. I don't know what their chances are at promoting to League A.
Whoa, whoa.
But for sure they should stay in League B.
Niks.
This one
Curl.
seems a bit outside,
Curl.
wanting this one to curl.
Curl.
Just
Whoa,
need to
whoa.
get this to block up that
Sit,
gap.
sit. Ah. Oké.
For some reason, he doesn't like it.
Ja, ik denk dat dat de enige optie is eigenlijk.
I think
Hold
it's
the nose.
okay.
Snelheid
It's getting
ook zo,
messy in the
5
house.
Let's see. While they're discussing, we have an update over on Sheet B. Game of Stones scored 1 in the 5th. So they are now in the 6th end, trailing Campina 6-1. Meanwhile, here over on the broadcast sheet, just a lot of rubble out there. Brecht hoping to run something back.
Goed curlen. Wachten. Ja, curl. Hard. Kom aan. Zo hard mogelijk. Kom aan.
To get there. To get there.
Just tapped that yellow
Oh,
and
oof.
kind of kicked it outside. It's going to be very close.
Denk het wel, ja.
I think it is closer. I think yellow is
shot.
shot. That was a
Yeah, that's
heck of a one. I have clicked the clicker on that one
think
because I
that's
would
that
want to
shot,
watch that
Leo?
one again.
Timo confirms our first thoughts here. Yellow shot, and this is an opportunity for yellow to get on the
Ik
scoreboard.
blijf erbij, daar. Maar
Owen asking if there will be an end of the
het
weekend
is-
standings
ik heb heel
update
veel
after
geel
this
stenen,
game.
hè.
Yes, there will be. Are the standings online anywhere?
They
Not
are on the website of Curling Belgium. That is belgiumcurling.be. But we'll also make sure we share and post the standings on
Deva!
Curdia's socials as well. So that will be shared on our Instagram, Twitter, YouTube,
7 is voldoende.
and maybe other places. So-
TikTok, where Pim will be dancing.
Oh yeah,
Dancing, interpretive dance of the.
I did some nice dancing in Copenhagen. There were videos, but not appropriate to show.
Len! Hard, Len!
That was definitely TikTok material.
Hard! Waar is hem? Ho! Weg! Niks!
Want to make sure this doesn't have enough power to move that one into the house. It does not. Well, it gets it biting, but not enough to be in
And now,
danger.
Desperate Housekeepers can score
Deze
too by
dikke.
tapping their Yellowstone deeper. There's
Ja,
not
de neus,
that
hè.
much of a risk. It's just a matter of giving it a little nudge and then pushing it right on top of the pin, scoring 2 here.
Yeah.
And this is the start of the comeback play for Housekeepers, starting with a potential 2-pointer.
Beetje over de neus, Mag. Op de neus is oké.
Not trying to jinx it,
Well, you
but
just
it is.
have
But it is
broadcaster's curse.
This is an important one for Brecht. He left the one short and the 4th end, so we absolutely cannot miss this one.
Len!
Going for the line.
Is it already over?
Ah, maakt niet uit, ho.
line.
Maakt niet uit.
Not even heavy
Oh
enough.
no, and it is overcurling hard. It is
Ja.
also too light.
Ik denk niet dat hem zo ver gaat geraken.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
by the weight on that tap, it was just too light from the start,
So
and they miss an opportunity to score a 2nd point.
they took it away. So I'm guessing that yellow scored 1.
And so unfortunate. I was kind of rooting for Housekeepers there. I really wanted to.
I want to see this to get deep into the match where every stone means something. You know, they're going to have to kind of steal their way in, I think. It is possible. Hey, they're on the board. You see the
Bram
cheer
the man.
of relief there.
Hoog.
Dan explaining to Timo, you have to chill, man. You have to be more relaxed. People on chat are saying you look too strong, and
Yeah.
see, that's better.
All right, Bram leading us off here in the 6th end as Team Verreycken leads
Len,
Housekeepers 7-1.
Len,
Housekeepers finally getting
Wichtels.
on the board with that last end, although
Hard.
only with one.
Ah, niks doen, niks doen, niks doen. Oh, oh.
One is
Wel wakker zijn,
going to
Wichtels.
over curl, be a little bit light.
Denk je nou langs deze kant de meeste marge hebben, die valt er wat. Backline.
Dan standing upright. Now crunching down again, ready for the slide.
Clean up. Yep, yep. Ho, ho. Yep. Ho, ho, weg. Curl. Ho, ho, land, 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 land.
You seeing
Okay,
them
mooi.
try to tap this one out. This is what the no-tick rule
Oh,
is
ik heb hem
for,
niet qua
but hey, if
timing.
they're not on the center
Goed
line, you
gesmeten.
get to tick it away. So very nice stone there from Don. Gets things all wide open. Although the shooter does sit a little bit as a guard, but not going to worry
Whoa.
about that one way out on the corner
Whoa.
like that.
Beetje lijn, Wichtels. Oh. Oh, oh. Niks doen. Beetje naar binnen 2 keer.
So it just
niet
comes
op de
off
lijn,
that
dat is
center
het.
lines. I'm expecting we're going to see something very similar to the last stone. Just try to tick it off, move it out to the side. Don't let them build up anything on the in that center area.
Ho, ho. Curl.
At least looked a little bit outside. Is that going to curl over
Curl.
enough?
Ho. Land, 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 land.
There it goes. Moves it over. Gets that red one all the way on the side as well.
Ah, bijna.
Almost actually got that one into the house.
Yeah.
Great stone there from Don.
Lijn. Allee, mannen. Wat verdomme.
That's one for the swear jar.
Whoops.
Ooh, and this is very short. Something went wrong for sure there. Make sure.
There's light inside.
Is that a bit of a concentration thing? I mean, if you're 7-1 behind, you're getting closer towards the end of the game. Is that first sign that you're starting to kind of feel, okay, this is a lost cause, we just have to ride it out?
Yeah, I think you can see that mental fatigue that comes in when you're behind and you just get kind of deflated and it really that focus just
Lijn is goed.
drops.
Jeroen eerst.
Timo hitchhiking there. Make sure the stone is nicely
Oh.
in front of
Nee,
the
ik moet
house.
zeggen kijken, hè. Nee, niks.
Yeah, that's what we haven't seen from Mirta this
Mooi,
year
heel
is the
mooi.
hitchhiker.
Goed smeten. Ah. Jeroen, kun je even niet blijven? Goed met de neus smeten.
Freeze. On guard.
He's muted. It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
mic. That's the ice
Guard.
microphone.
Oh yeah, he's standing right underneath. Right, Timo going to blow his nose, and he's going to do that inside because he wants to avoid having that on camera. It could be too nasty. Nobody wants to see the boogers. Oh, that was pretty loud.
Yeah, I'm not sure that didn't get picked up on our microphones.
No, no.
Wow. Ja, niks doen. Ja. Rustig
Welcome
begraven.
back, Timo.
Oh. Oh.
Van mij zijn oor zit goed. 10.
Just take this one out. Sit on the nose would be all right. Probably if it rolls anywhere, they want this one to roll out towards the wall, the left side.
The Tuur
Lina,
Goat fans have been a bit silent
Oh,
this game.
oh,
Yeah, they were here at the beginning and then
Yep.
just kind of.
oh. Oh.
But Tuur has just been doing his
Go.
job. Hadn't had to do anything spectacular.
Oké.
But does that mean the hype is
10-3.
over?
Maybe they didn't show up yesterday for the match, so maybe you know the struggles last season that there were a couple of ends where Tuur wasn't playing so hot, turned his fans off him. You know,
Yeah.
when you're the best, you got to play the best, play like the best.
De
and
bal.
very fickle. Timo will appreciate that, Hella. He watches
Hey,
the
als
he
we
watches
dubbel-
the,
nee, als in,
the
ja,
casts
de
usually
televisie.
afterwards,
Ja, ja.
so he reads the chat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
4-5. Len. Enkel Len. Hard voor Len, hard.
Gary saying we'll get Tuur turned on when he plays doubles with each other later in the season. Yes, that is one of the new pairings in the doubles league. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we are going to try and beat them as Team Curdia. We are very experienced. What's the name of the new team from Curdia and Tuur? Something with a curling pun kind of thing.
That's true. Gary is saying, yeah, they are new to the doubles league,
Oh, yeah.
not necessarily playing doubles together. They did play in the cup last year.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
And
whoa, whoa.
we're the champs.
Is oké, is oké.
Gets it out. Shooter rolls
9,5.
away. We do have an update from Sheet B. Campina scored 4 in the 6th to take a 10-1 lead over Game of Stones in the 7th end there.
liggen we niet shot, snap je? Dat is ook weer aan mijn tand. Ik had iets vragen.
Walter.
The Walter and the Magician
Absolute
saying,
legends.
okay, that's enough of this.
Zou je
Let's
vriezen of wegspelen?
felt this one away.
Daar blijven liggen, hè? Ja. Wegspelen en rollen. Langs binnen, hè? Ja. Denk iets harder, hoor. Ja? Hebben we niet meer rest nodig?
It's going to be a very hard stone with this broom placement.
2-7, oké, niet hard.
Okay, he just counter hashtag John's wrong. He just said not hard.
Len, Len, Len. Len. Oh, Len.
Maybe they want this one to roll a little bit to the outside.
Sorry.
Hits
Not the
on
roll
the
they were looking
nose.
for.
Ja, ik denk als we hierop zitten hebben we hem toch gemist, dus. Zelfde kant. Ah. Nou, ons is goed. Klein rolletje mag ook. 2-7, ja. Ja.
A little bit of roll
Maar
to
ik
the
zou hem liever
outside
rechts
is all
houden met
right.
vegen dan meer reis geven, dus.
Gonna put the sweepers to work here. He's gonna have them hold it on line, and so he doesn't have to give them more ice.
Yep, 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 yep.
Tuur trying to hold us on, showing what he's got with that broom.
Good.
Now, curl a little bit to the inside,
Oh.
rolls over in the middle, but not really the worst spot.
2-7.
Housekeeper's going to try to hit. They need this one to roll out to the outside. And it needs to get under those reds out there.
Yeah, they need to find that protection of those guards. Not a lot of safe spots in the house to put a zone.
2-7. Hetzelfde als bij mij. Lem! Lem! Hard! Hard, kom aan!
Needs to hold this one.
Alles, alles, alles! Kom aan! Kom aan! Kom aan! Ah, kom aan, go, go, go!
Line.
Oh.
Able to get it out.
Is dat binnengedraaid?
Just a bit inside on the release and just over curls. Opportunity
valt
here
wel op.
for Verreycken to throw up another big house, probably
Yeah.
forcing handshakes if they are able to score multiple in this end.
Yeah, I think so.
Lijn is mooi. Zeker in het huis, hè, jongens.
Want to make sure this one gets to the house. Timo out there sweeping. We'd love to see that. Does it get there? Do they get it there, Jess?
Oh, little
but did
Swedish
it
curl there.
Swedish
Is it in the
curl
house?
away?
I think it is.
I think it is too, but ooh, that
It's
was
casting some shade on the house there.
I
That was
believe
a close one.
I believe that's in, but
Yeah.
yep.
Wilt je liever zo spelen? Komt jij liever langs hier?
And it's
Gewoon
important for
hetzelfde.
them that's in because it could be an extra point.
Yep, yep.
Ja.
Recht needing to find his line, getting this right, hitting this red in the right spot and rolling over
Len! Len!
behind something.
Len! 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 Kom aan, hard! Hard!
Trying to
Hi.
hold this line. Is it curling
come on.
over? They're going to get rid of it, but is
Can
it
they
going to
find a
roll too
roll?
Oh,
much?
oh, oh, oh. Niet buiten, hè? Oh.
Oh,
no.
no.
This one is outside.
Yes.
So this is an open draw
Ik denk dat
for
dit de
Team
leukste
Verreycken.
kant is.
They just have to decide which way they want to come here, but this is they have the house for themselves here. It's open draw for 2. That will give them a big lead, an 8-point lead. Not there yet. Can Jeroen find his D-line weight? We'll know in just a few seconds.
Lijn is heel mooi. Tuur eerst. Oké. Ah.
Looks okay.
Welk? Nee, laat hem gewoon maar doen.
This needs to
Gaat
get
op het einde
into
nog
the
stoppen.
top.
Dat is mooi.
Very nice stone. T-weight.
Doing
for
it
the
in
set.
style. And
And
there are the
the
handshakes.
Thanks voor de
handshakes.
wedstrijd.
That's 2 points for Verreycken. Well
Voor de
deserved.
match. Voor de wedstrijd.
Yeah.
Ik denk dat je al veel werkpunten hebt, dus...
Ja.
Leuk dat Gerry
A little
erbij is.
bittersweet for Bram. Wanted to play well against these guys, but I think he struggled a little bit with his weight, with his speed tonight.
Het valt toch niet veel, hè?
We'll come over here.
Yeah.
Discuss what we just saw. You know, Team Verreycken firing on all cylinders, really in control of this match. Housekeepers really struggled with both their lines and speed. It was really a tough match for them. They're gonna have to come out and do some more work, get some more training in. Gary providing us with the game stats. Yeah, Housekeepers 44%, Verreycken 78%.
That's huge. That is huge.
It's exactly what you expect the score to look like after something like that.
And Verreycken, they won all 7 games, and they did not just win them, they smashed them. It was total domination from Team Verreycken. They are the champions of this winter round in League A and the well-deserved champion. I think there is nothing more left for us to just congratulate the team. And on this kind of note, they are fully prepared to showcase their qualities on a European stage. But here in Belgium, I think in Belgium, they are team unbeatable, and they have claimed that prize and that title.
We can look at the standings. These are not
Timo,
updated, obviously.
Can you come over to the booth, because you are the official champion, and if you want to give a little interview, we are live right now.
Yeah.
You can always ask somebody else, but we are live right now, so
we're gonna get Timo in for this.
Yeah,
he needs to mentally prepare himself.
Yeah, he needs to. Last time he said, well, it was kind of very, very awkward. He was not prepared for that, and it's also kind of out of his comfort zone to just come in here unprepared and make a few statements, make a few lines. But I think, yeah, he's the skip, and he's the champion of this round, so he deserves a quick feedback. John is donating his microphone. We normally have a third pair that is reserved for Bram, but Bram is not here. Timo is. Timo, first of all, congratulations with the win today, with the wins this weekend. I think you've shown to the world that Team Verreycken dominates Belgium curling. You are, without question, the best team here in Belgium. What was your take on this game? But basically, how did you experience this first half of the season, and how do you take this as a preparation for next week in Perth, where you will be competing against the other European teams?
So yeah, thank you. First of all, it's nice to be able to win every game in the round robin, and then yeah, I think some of the games we were quite lucky that we still managed to get the win, like the game yesterday evening. I think a draw would have been more fair there. This game went quite well. It's nice to get a lead and keep on expanding that lead. It makes the shots you need to make much easier, and you lose some stress. So for next week, it was nice to play these games still. However, yeah, as the viewers can see, it's not really comparable to the ice we will play on in Perth. There it will curl a lot more. So you have to take into account that when you're throwing the stones, when you're determining the tactics. So now it was possible to get behind the guard, but I think we played on another sheet 2 days ago, and there it was not possible for us with our active release to get behind the guard, and then you're forced to do a lot of other things. So for next week, I hope that we still can get some ice preparation, ice practice in a nearby center where we can fine tune our last things for the Europeans, and then yeah, we're off to the Europeans.
Yeah, and Curdia TV, we will be there in Perth to bring cover of the national teams. We will be right behind the Blue Huskies, the Belgian Huskies, and then Team Verreycken. So you can follow all of that on our socials. So we will be supporting and rooting for our national prides from a very close distance, watching their performances. And then after that, we have the World Curling Tour event here in Belgium coming up, and second half of the season. Is that too far away into the future? Are you kind of focused just for the Europeans, or is there also a plan for the kind of second half of the season for Team Verreycken?
It are separate plans. So I think we have about, let's say, 3 milestones in a season. First one is the Europeans. So we try to get ice as early as possible. So in Augustus, we usually they go every weekend to Zoetermeer to train some. And then it's full-on preparations for the Europeans. So in the beginning, we try to focus on team dynamics and the basics, and then in the end, like in this game, really on the result of the stones, stuff like that. When that's over, we have a very small break, and then depending if there is a challenge or not, our next goal or milestone is the challenge. That the dates are, I think, 2nd to 4th of February.
Yep.
So if there is a challenge, we have already a sort of roadmap to get to there. That we have a few tournaments where we can play together. One of them will be the WCT tournament. And after the challenge, or if there is not a challenge, the rest of the season is improving our working points. So then we we try to spend almost as much hours as we are now on the ice, just getting better for next seasons.
Yeah, maybe you scared the Housekeepers away from the challenge after this game with putting up such a big performance here. But yeah, once again, congratulations. You
Thank you.
are the champion. There will be, I think, a small celebration on your side, but not enough time to really have a big party, since the preparation for the Euros is now most important thing. Do you have one final word for all of the fans watching tonight? Maybe appreciate the fans and the sponsors and everybody here on chats.
Well, talking about sponsors, I would like to thank our sponsor, Elewet Center. Have to get up a little.
Oh yeah, stand on your toes.
So they're supporting us for the coming years with improving our team, but also trying to get curling in Belgium known in more broader known. So that's nice for the people that are watching. Yeah, try to get invite your friends to also watch a game. The most funny duo I know.
Funny as in to laugh with us, or funny as in weird people? Because in English sometimes. Okay, that's good.
No, I think I watch your broadcast sometimes when I'm working, just as background noise. So it's nice to hear you two talking. So and always fun when you have a hashtag John is wrong.
Oh yeah, we have
moment.
plenty of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, John is going to work out some shot of the matches. We have some queued up for you guys, so keep in touch with our socials. And I think we can say goodbye to you, Timo. Thanks a lot for
Thank you.
coming over to the booth. I know it's a bit uncomfortable, kind of being unprepared, kind of. Yeah, we really put you on the spot, but I think we can really appreciate that. And I think it's, if you are the champion, you get to deserve a small word for the fans and the sponsors and everybody to kind of celebrate your championship. Go have a drink with the other team, and also
Will do.
congratulate the other team members of Team Verreycken. They were all equally part of the victory and equally part of the success. And you can hand over the headset to John, because we are going out on the Sunday evening. Was not as close as we thought it would be, but I remember I have got all my predictions right for this weekend. This just tells how knowledgeable I am, what an expert I am in curling. I just see the matrix at this point, John. I see the matrix.
Yes, you are Neo. You are something. Nopey asking where's the goat. I don't know. He was here a moment ago and then he's disappeared again.
Yeah, I mean,
Tuur, your fans want you on the online. We're gonna see if we can get Tuur in here for a bit. Come on in and say.
Oh, we have
say
the goat
hello.
on stream. Hi, Tuur. Come on, step in.
Hello.
You are the goat. We had a couple of fans watching.
Many fans.
Many fans, I think about
Ooh.
2,000, roughly 3,000. But if you take away all of the bots, I think we will remain with 6 or 7. No.
I will try next time to have a few bots.
Yeah, and also we have John joining in with about 37 of his accounts.
All right.
All right, but yeah, how are you going to celebrate this championship? Because are you getting used to becoming a champion? You are the
Not
newest
yet.
member of Team Verreycken, but you're kind of starting to fill in your trophy place in your house.
Yeah, I can sell. I can start to begin selling the trophies at home. So if I have a garage sale, I can sell it for maybe a few $1,000s.
Or you
So
could
that would be
donate them
good.
to charity, but that's not how Tuur is. Tuur just
No,
want to
no, no, no.
monetize success. That's
Yeah.
with all the big players. But that's your choice. We don't judge, not at all.
All right. Thank you to all the fans. Thank you for being here and watching me somewhat play. All right.
Yes.
All right. See you next time.
See you next time. So we will be back in December with more league games coming up. And in the meanwhile, follow us and follow the journey in the Europeans and Bert. I hope to meet a lot of the teams there. I know Johanna and the Austrian team, they will be there. Always a nice party. And I'm looking forward to that week.
Owen was asking for a standings update. Do we
No,
have any
sorry,
of the
Owen.
updates? We don't have the.
We don't have the updates right now, but we will post them later this evening or tomorrow. Just keep an eye on our socials every day, every minute. Follow us, subscribe, look in our mailboxes, lure through our windows, do whatever you want, but we will make sure you are informed.
So thanks again, everybody, for watching. I hadn't said thank you yet, so it's my
Yeah.
turn. So thank you for watching. We will see you on the next broadcast. Look out for the shots of the match. Those will be coming out quite a few. I'll have a few of those coming out in the next couple of weeks. And until the next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.